to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about, making that play.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. Securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Deshaun Jackson back deep for Washington. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
6:37. Hey, 6:18. Go, go.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 7:34. Purdue. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Get down! 185!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, 98's down. 58-98. 734.
Carr gonna throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr now on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Carr. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Low. Go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, making antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Down. 808. Down. 280.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Through the contact. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. Fighting him off. Still churning, and he breaks through another tackle. Fights free yet again. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Carr on the give. It's Washington. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Oh,
they didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
93. 808. Get set. Wide 85.
Now after the INT, it's Carr to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
734.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
3 down. Hey, check. Get down. Get down. Blue 80. Stay
Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here we go. Low, low, low.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. Not just enough to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. Fighting through it. He's got space. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
White.
Operating from the gun. Carr, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back up. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down, Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Cooper was the target there. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Hey, 7:34.
Following the fumble recovery, Carr, he completes it to Nelson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's just me and you. All right, get set, fellas.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in with Washington. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. This is Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On the run, this is Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500. This loss, however, guarantees a losing record.
And that can't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. You're talking about front office, ownership, coaches, players, everyone. 8-8 is the minimum for any team to think that they had a decent year. Now, a losing season, hard to spin that one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Oakland.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that. I'm tripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you get off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy related, I'm counting no guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion.